Seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make them money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
Imagine honor don't like no soldiers. With the Spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in their image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say you hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dreams. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, Amy murdered Botham and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice ages. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commandant General Yohanan ISUPK.
This is what Commander General Yohanan did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
That's right.
ISUPK Detroit presents under Commanding General Yohanan. ISUPK Detroit Community Service. If you're on probation or have a felony, you can fulfill your community service hours here at 12355 Gratiot Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. We offer expungement services for most felonies. We also do food drive, counseling, and health fairs. For more information, call 810-392-3261. Again, call 810-392-3261.
that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, and all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitch and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people drop like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitch and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose.
Yo, this be actually really hard.
UPK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Bar Dog, Tennessee, on that business. Hey, get the money, hey. I don't know what's going on out there more. Hey. Yeah, get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can they come around? Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot about a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get the spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up by the hills. I'm a straight G-Do, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you're tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga tryna talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches lead too G, got that ice, I make you sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling ya.
Really no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chainy bitches training y'all, chainy soak me. For real, this bottle and bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga ass don't even need a weapon. And you be reputation, and you be very respected. And if you got a problem, then y'all way better address it. You cross that line, we show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need surgery. You pull up and they get nervous. You ain't making no moves, you ain't got no purse. On UPK, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting the work, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. And it's mandatory that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play for keeps. For real.
Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel. Mic check, mic check. Yeah. Shalom, Israel's priest and officer of 500 Katab. of the ISUPK Detroit, of course, under command of Junior Hanna, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And of course, this is your Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. So every Friday from 7 to 9, we have our Lashawan Qadash class. Our language, our heritage, a part of our culture. So as we go through these lessons, as we get more depth in our culture and our language, you will see that there's a lot of similarities in how we speak now and how we spoke back. Scribes are right, like your Bible. So with that being said, of course, we're going to go ahead and get started. For the last few weeks, we've been on the past, present, and future tenses. And I said what I was going to do this week was condense it. Condense all three so we can just get the rules of things that, when I say rules, it has to be memorized. Some of these take time. Really hard. But it's just one of those things where you know. What I'm gonna do is start off with putting the tenses on the board. We'll start at the present tense. Board is the sentence structure. Salakia. Audio is going in and out. Just let me make sure mic and audio is good. You can put a 1 in the chat. Audio is good. If it's not, put a 2 in the chat. Appreciate it. All right, so with that being said, let's get the present tense on the board. The present tense. Just because I'm gonna try to get through all three today, I'm not gonna start with the alphabet. If you want, go over it at the end of the class if we have time. That's something that I feel like we should have that packed. All right, so in the past, present, and future tenses, when you're asking or when you're doing something, let's say you're watching something. So the word that we're going to use for to watch in Hebrew is shamar. So if I wanted to say I am watching or I watch, she, future tense, so I watch. He is, we, or caveat, words or syllables placed before the actual root word. So the root word I in the I at the K, person doing something in the present tense, whatever that action is, watching. I shamar. Perceiving it. Probably the only words that I will have on the board just so we can get them all on the board and get through them. So the present tense. So the word for I is anya. I'll try to get this on the board as neat as possible, so it might take me a little bit more time. Anya means I. Whether it's in the masculine or feminine use, rule is all right. So the rule, and this is going to be the first set of rules. So anya is I in the masculine or feminine, and the word that we're using is wa. Shamar. So if I wanted to say I am currently watching in the present tense or I'm watching, I would add a wa between the first and the second letter of the root word. So it'd be simply anya. So anya sha wamar is how you would say I am watching. Anya sha wamar is how you would say I am watching. So all I did was add a wa between the first and the second letter of the root word. The root word is shamar. First and the second letter. So anytime you see that, that indicates that something is being done in the present tense. So this is why I said these are some of the rules that you would just have to remember. So as you're reading along and you see that transpire, you see that, well, that's not the actual root word. Shawamar isn't the actual word. I know that shamar is that root word, and I see why there. You automatically know the action is being done in the present tense. So that's how I'll be progressing through. I'll get this meeting on the board, give you a minute, and put the rest on. I'll just start going through. So with a thigh, it's the same rule in the masculine. So when we write it out, the only difference would be the preceding word. So thigh Shalimar, you are watching. A thigh shalimar, you are watching, and that's in the masculine. So what would that be in the feminine, the Atha Shawamar, that you? Apply caveat that separates. You use the same rule as the first one, a Y between the first and the second letter of the root word, as well as you add an I at the end of the word. So the example would look like a thigh shy. A thigh shawamar ah. Shawamara. That's how you would say you are watching in the feminine. All right, we're going to keep going. We'll try to speed it up just a little bit to make sure we get it. She is shawa ah. He Let me just put it on the board. Keep getting tongue tied. So the rule is the same as rule 1. You add a Y between the sha. So you use the same rule as rule number 1. So that's adding the Y between the first and the second character. And the only difference is you add the hawa I. So you have ha wa I sha wa mar, and that lets us know that he is currently watching. And on the reverse side, the next one, you have the haya'a, which is she. And like I said, there's a caveat. So with the she, the haya'a, at adding first and the second character, as well as a I at the and written out, that would look like haya'a there you have it. It'll look like haya'a shawamar ah. So I'm gonna give you a second to get those all down. And then we have about 4 or 5 left for the present tense, which would be the anak nawa, the athan, athum, athan, ham, and han. These are just for the present tense, and then we'll go on to the future tense. Now that you had a second, if you didn't get it all down, or if you didn't have a chance to get it all down, do is always pause the video, screenshot it. This is live. It's going to be posted on YouTube. You can always go back and check it out. But what I would do is just pause it, take a screenshot of it, and that way you can actually zoom in if need be. I am trying to write as neat as possible. For the next set, getting to it, I'm going to do present tense the same way. The next set, I might play it just so I can get bored, so we can probably get 1 sec. And another thing, the words of the vocabulary words for should down. You should know those are words that you try to memorize. So as you're reading through different different texts, those are words pop out text that help you understand what you're reading. Hebrew. All right, now so let's get to wow. A not Nawab. So with a not Nawab, the we in the masculine and the feminine, you would add a y between the first and the second. So that's the first rule we went over. To add a yum as well at the end. So written out, it would be a not. That will be the equivalent of saying we are watching. And that word "are" is an actual word. It's kind of like a imposed word, a word that is just meant supposed to be there because of the context that it's in. So we would say we are watching. And without that "are" in there, it'll just we watching. And how black people talk sometimes anyway. So it's not all. Next one up, we have the a thumb and the a thon. Thumb is the you, which is the masculine plural. You act that same rule. Rule, different caveats to it. It has used the Y between the first and the second, as well as the yum at the end. And this one you do as well. The only thing is the preceding word, a thumb, sha, mar, yum. A thumb, shower, mar, yum. So now getting into the athon, we should already assume that this one is going to be a little different because this is the you, which is the feminine plural. So the rule is going to be a little different. So you use the same as rule, the first set of rules, the Y in between. Right there. Add Y. As well as add a waft at the end. So writing that out would be a thun and now we have the han and the ham. We have the they masculine and masculine plural, as well as the they feminine plural. I'm gonna try to get these both on the board. We got han. So you have the ham, they masculine plural, han, they feminine plural. The rule is for ham, you add a y and a yum. So you add a Y between the first and the second letter, the same first original rule, and add a yam at the end. So written out, it will be Ham Shawamar Yum. Ham Shawamar Yum. And on contrast for the feminine, the rule is the same. You add a Y in between the first and the second character, but the only difference, instead of adding the yum, you add a waf at the end. So just because of space, I'm gonna actually write out the sentence structure, and I'm just gonna abbreviate the rules. Hope you can see that on the board. Let me check the screen. And you absolutely cannot. So what I'm gonna do is zoom out just a little bit for a second so you can get it all. So the sentence for Han, if I wanted to say they in the feminine plural is watching, it's Han Shawamar Waf, and that means they are watching in the feminine plural. They are watching in the feminine plural. All right, so I'm gonna give you a second to go ahead and get those wrote down. And then we'll shoot over to the future tense. Will be what's next, the future tense. So like you, we're actually gonna do the past tense first. As I said before, if you didn't get a chance to get it, definitely give it a pause. And then go to your photos, pull it up. Take all, copy it. You need to write. past tense. How I'm gonna do these is gonna be a little different. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the word, the plurality of it, the plurality tense, sentence structure, applies like. Try to make sure it's all color coordinated. Get it? All right, so I, of course, is Anya. The word that we'll be using this time is Lamad. Rule. Faya. So this is how I'm going to progress through the rest of them, just like that. So I is a tense, the object tense that we'll be using. Anya is I. Lamad is the word that we'll be using. Faya, that means learned. No, Lamad means learned. Faya is the rule. So when we add Faya at the end of the word, the root word Lamad, that means I learned. I learned. So the ed, you know, if I could say it like that. All right, so progression through, get caught up in me. So you have you, which is a tha. And he used the same rule. So instead of Anya Lamataya, for you is Atha Lamataya. You use the same rule, add a thaya at the end when you're dealing with the you in the masculine. Putting those up. The masculine and the feminine. So I'll do that on the next one. So you feminine is Atha, which is to learn. The rule is you add a ha so for the atha in the feminine tense, it's lamad ha instead of lamad thaya. It's lamad ha. You just add a ha at the end of the word, and that's how you would say you in the feminine tense in the past tense. Next up, we have he and she. We do both of those together for time's sake. So you got he, which is how wa'a, she, which is ha ya'a. So the root word is lamad, which is to learn, and you would do simply add a ya at the end of the word. The haya'a for she, it will be lamad ha. Which is adding just the ha at the end of the word. Now, we, the masculine and the feminine tense, a knock, a wa, the rule is you add a nawa at the end of the word. Wa at the end of the word. So it'd be a not nawa, lamad wa. A not nawa, lamad nawa. That's how we would say we watched. We watched. A not nawa, lamad nawa. So next we have you in the masculine plural, you in the feminine plural, Masculine plural is a thumb. And a thon is the feminine plural. So the word would be lamad thumb. All right, so the U for the masculine plural is a thumb, so it's lamad thumb, and the rule or the rule for that one is you just simply add a thumb at the end of the word. Now for the feminine plural, it's a thun, lamad thun. It's just adding thon, THAN, end of the word. That's the only difference. Now for the they, masculine and the feminine, those are both the same. So I'm gonna write those. Or kind of do. Ooh, that boy got all 9 of them up there. Zoom in just a little bit. Let's go ahead, take a minute, screenshot that, write that down, get that down, and we'll go into the future tense. Now they said the audio is still bad. I just remembered that I have to use the rapper mic for this one. You know, I have to use the rapper pose, which means I can't keep moving it away from my mouth. I have to keep this boy here. So Salaki, if the audio is bad, even if my audio was bad, my penmanship was good. You should have seen clearly what I put on the board. I hope it was self-explanatory on how I laid it out. So if the audio was still bad, Salakia, I definitely will work on that for the next class. All right, moving on. And don't forget, Passover is coming up. Passover is coming up. Ample enough time now to let your oppressor know you will be in North Carolina. To me, it gets easier and easier in my head. It's just like, man, I work all of their holidays because I don't, celebrate their quote unquote holiday. Passover, not nothing that I need Passover off. Now I get some brothers' lives is a little bit different. They situate different. All right, so let's bang out these future tenses. I think I'm gonna write in blue because this blue marker is pretty good. Black will look like it's drying out a little bit. Salakia. All right, so let's get the I on the board. I, feminine. Anya. Now the rule is you add a tha at the beginning of the word. It's Anya Thashamar. That's how we would say, I will watch. So moving on. So you have your you in the masculine and you in the feminine. Tha. And the rule is the exact same. You add a tha at the beginning of it. Now there's a caveat with the feminine of you. It's a tha, Thashamar ya. Which is add a tha at beginning and a ya at end. That's the rule for the you for the feminine. That's the caveat. You add a ya. The only difference is you added a ya at the end to denote that that's the feminine tense. All right. Let's get he and she. So he, of course, masculine. She, of course, feminine. Anybody remember? What ha what that's the he. Ha ya that's the she. So this one is a little different. So when you're saying he, you're gonna add a ya at the beginning of the word. Now for the feminine of she, it's haya fashamar. So the hawa'a, the he is watching is hawa'a yashamar, and the she is watching is haya'a thashamar. The rules are adding the ya at the beginning and adding a tha at the beginning of the word, which is always the root word, that word that you're describing, or that word in action. Now you move to the you in the masculine plural and the feminine plural. That's just pretty much saying y'all or you all. Akia. Actually, we. So not Nawa Nashamar is how you say we will watch. So again, you in the masculine plural, you in the feminine plural. You have a thumb, and a thun. So a thumb, the rule is you add a thigh at the beginning. And for a thun, the feminine plural, you add a thigh at the beginning and a na at the end. Those are not T's, those are pluses. That's indicating add. All right, let's get the last two real quick. You have they. You have hum, masculine, plural. All right, so with ham, you add a ya at the beginning. Add ya at beginning and add a wa at end. And for the han, you add a tha at beginning and a na at end. This is to indicate they will watch. They will watch. So you have han. The rule is you add a ya at the beginning and a wa at the end of the word. So to say they will watch in the future, it's ham yashamar wa. To say they in the feminine plural, it's han ba shamar na. So the rule changes a little bit. Instead of adding the ya at the beginning, it's a tha, and at the end, instead of a wa, it's a na. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so you can get it forward. All right, now that you got it all up there, go ahead, give it a minute, screenshot it, copy and paste it. Notes down as fast as possible. Of course, you have any questions, go ahead and throw it in the chat. So now that we went over the past, present, and future tenses, we had a class on them, and now we just had a class on just giving you the rules so you can have it itemized. This way you can just go to your past, present, and future tense pages and say, oh, how would I say, find that root word for eat, correct rule that applies. Put rule. All right, there you have it. All right, Israel, I appreciate your time. Precinct Officer Katab, 500 at ISUPK. This is your Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. This week, we'll pull a verse. I think we'll do that Joel 3. I'm digging that one. We'll pull a verse and we'll apply the things that we've used, all the tenses, all the suffixes and prefixes. We'll put them all together and see if we can identify those things. With that being said, may the Israel Amajim Shabbat, Amajim. With that being said, class is dismissed, Israel.